G'day, welcome to This Week in Downhill. I should really get around to putting together a little intro for these videos. But anyway, if you haven't seen these ones before, basically it's just a weekly-ish video going through some of the things that have happened in the downhill skateboarding community. Yeah, let's jump right into it. Starting with some videos that I saw this week that I wanted to mention. The first one is actually a reel from Instagram. I tend to try and focus on like longer videos, more YouTube videos and things like that, because in this day and age everyone's on Instagram and just watching the short ones, and it's nice to try and highlight long videos. But Tim from Ohio posted like just a really cool video on Instagram. Yeah, Tim from Ohio, his Instagram handle is Shoreline Border, posted a video of him skating in the evening, I guess nighttime, and he had like something under his board making all these crazy sparks and stuff, and it's a sick video. I don't do like screen recording or anything yet, so I just have like a screenshot of it, and I'll have the link to the actual reel down below and check that one out. But that was a pretty cool video. I couldn't not share that one. The other video I wanted to mention this week is one from S1 Helmets. It's a Danny Danko skating in North Carolina. Just a really good solid edit of someone skating really good hills in North Carolina, and yeah, I don't know, just an enjoyable, cool video. Scenic, some drone shots in there, just yeah, classic good skate video. So definitely check that one out. That was one that I enjoyed this week. Okay, moving over into events now. Two big events coming up soon. First we're going to talk about is GRC. Is not this weekend but the next weekend, and they're still actually asking for volunteers and for riders, so they still have room for more riders to register, and they're still looking for volunteers. So if you volunteer, you don't skate the full event, you can skate like half the event at a discounted price and volunteer for the other half, etc. Yeah, GRC is awesome. I was there last year, probably the best skate event like there is. As far as free rides go, it's definitely the best event I've been to. If you're on the fence, just send it. You won't regret it. It's going to be a great time, and I'll see you there. The other event coming up is Soldiers of Downhill. They just posted their riders list, and they also have plenty of spots available for the race, and they are also looking for volunteers to help out with the event. I think it's the same deal as what I mentioned with GRC. Like if you volunteer, you can skate for half the event, or you know, whatever works for you, and get a discounted price for that. Soldiers of Downhill is also going to be one of the qualifying events for the USA Downhill team. It's obviously a race, so it's a race and a free ride, but the race is a key component for those guys trying to make it onto the USA team. So yeah, if you were thinking about that one, also just register for that one. It helps them out a lot to have those registrations coming earlier. Soldiers of Downhill is October 6th and 8th, so that's only, you know, what, 3 or 4 weeks away now at this point as well, so that's coming up quick. Yeah, go register for Soldiers if you haven't been before. I've heard a lot of great things about it. It's supposed to be a pretty awesome event, but yeah. Okay, and the last event I wanted to talk about was WDSC just posted and announced sort of some information about their next event in Turkey. They posted a video of the run of a street luger going, did that count as skating, or is it just, you call it luging? A street luger luging down the run. That's supposedly going to be their next race, and a bunch of information about it, which I'll have all the photos up here, and the link to their Instagram post and stuff in the description as well. Yeah, so I mean, the last thing with WDSC was that whole sort of nonsense and drama that happened in Italy, so hopefully going to this next event, they've like really taken a good look and they've figured out everything they need to do to make this one go smoothly. And yeah, hopefully this one goes really well for the racy guys over in Europe. And more in the sort of community area of topics, I guess, there's a whole lot of different photographers that have posted albums from Maryhill. So if you were at Maryhill a couple of weeks back now, then there's probably heaps of good photos of you from a variety of photographers. Maryhill was sharing all the information about them, and I'll have the links to that as well in the description. But yeah, it's always cool to go to an event and actually get some really high quality photos of you skating the hill. So if you're at Maryhill, check out some of these albums, see if there's some photos from you. I think some of the photographers are asking for donations to sort of help fund their photography and things like that, which is always a nice thing to do to sort of keep the community thriving, you know, pay the photographers, they'll come back next time and take more good photos. Alright, and moving into gear now, Daddy's Board Shop posted while they were at Maryhill that they were riding some prototype orangutan wheels, which is interesting. Haven't really seen too many new things from orangutan lately, so potentially orangutan trying to get back into the race scene, which could be kind of cool. Yeah, we'll see what goes from that. Rogue Truck just dropped some more trucks. They call these the billets, or the more of the freeride trucks. They're slightly narrower and not as big of a split, so they're more in line with the freeride style. I think they're 145 to 55 or something around that sort of general area. Still narrower than what everyone used to ride for cruising and freeriding back in the day, but not as narrow as the gold slalom trucks. They're more suited for freeriding and that kind of downhill skating. They look pretty awesome. I know a lot of people who ride like the old cast Rogues and have had the hangers milled down, so they're going to feel like that, but precision, so they're going to last forever. A lot of hype around them. They have probably already sold out by the time you're seeing this, because it's just, Rogue is very popular, and this is a truck that a lot of people have been excited for and waiting for. But yeah, pretty awesome to see. Someone had commented on last week's TWID saying like I should mention Era K6s. I did know that the K6s were already out, and the reason I had never mentioned it in TWID was because I don't think Era actually ever announced that like K6s were live. It sort of just went under the radar, and yeah, I don't know. By the time I realized that they were out, they'd already been out for a couple of months. So, I mean, I think they just sort of, I don't know, weren't expecting to have any issues with selling them, because Era is one of the more popular truck companies. Yeah, so if you didn't know, there are Era K6s, so the newest version of Eras are out in the market, but they have been there for a little while now. So, yeah. And the last thing I wanted to mention, like, they posted it literally just before I started recording this. Abec 11 just posted they have a whole bunch of wheels on the site. I haven't really been following too closely the Abec 11 stuff. I know they dropped a whole bunch of wheels in the fall last year. I bought like 4 or 5 sets of the amber freeride wheels because those things are just amazing. But now they actually have some classic freeride wheels, the Abec 11 freerides, which are one of my all-time favorite freeride wheels. They're just truly amazing. They've also got a whole bunch of like weird wheels all in their reflex thing, so maybe some of those are good for racing. Most of them are probably more like cruising, LDP, you know, like slalom is in like the pumping kind of slalom wheels. But yeah, if you're newer to skating and you don't know much about Abec 11, I highly recommend the Abec 11 freerides, especially the center set ones. The flashbacks are good if you just like dropping big dumpy slides, or maybe you're a heavier rider. Really nice wheels. Probably gonna buy a few sets because I love them. But yeah, cool to see that they're back out. That's everything for like TWID, the news, that kind of stuff. I also just wanted to mention, it's been sitting right behind this whole time and I'm wearing one. I have some shirts available. Just here, the chemtrail skate on the front and the logo on the back. If you'd like to buy one, message me on Instagram. It's probably the easiest way to do it. I'm gonna be at GRC, so if you're gonna be there and you want to avoid shipping, I'm happy to bring them down with me to GRC. I've also printed some stickers. If you watch the videos, you've probably seen the stickers around on people's boards and helmets and stuff, so I've got a bunch more stickers. If you buy one of the shirts, I'll chuck a couple in. Yeah, and I'm gonna try and keep the stickers on hand, so if you ever run into me at a skate session or a skate event and you want a sticker, just ask for one, and if I've got any on me, I'm happy to give them out. You know, stickers are cool, spread the stoke, and yeah. But yeah, that was this week in downhill. As always, if I missed anything, drop in the comments, let me know. If you have something you want included, or something you see that you think might be good to include in next week's episode, message me, comment below, let me know, I'll include it. Yeah, everything I talked about, I'll have linked below in the description so you can learn more, go see like the post or the video or whatever, check everything out, and yeah, that was TWID.